Every time you use AI, your data leaves your system. But what if it didn't? What if you could build your own Claude-style AI that runs privately? It costs nothing per query, and still delivers powerful reasoning. This changes everything. At the end of the day, AI is no longer just a tool for answering questions. It's an environment for solving complex problems. Whether you choose the massive reasoning power of AI for your complex projects, or build a local AI fortress to protect sensitive data, the goal remains the same: intelligence without compromise. Are you ready to decode the future of secure and high-scale engineering? What if an AI could do more than just answer questions? What if it could read the entire book and analyze massive data and write the complex codes and think through the problems like a human collaborator? This is not science fiction. This is Claude AI. But what makes it different? And why are developers, analysts, and enterprises quietly shifting towards it? Today, we are decoding one of the most advanced reasoning engines ever built. Claude is an AI system made by Anthropic. At its core, Claude is a transformer model. But what makes Claude different? Claude is not just predicting, it's aligning. In the AI gold rush, most companies chased only one idea: bigger models, more data with more power. But a group of engineers took an entirely different path. They asked themselves a deeper question: what if intelligence without alignment is dangerous? And Anthropic came to life, and Claude was born. Before Claude answers, it consults its constitution principles like be helpful, be harmless, and be honest. Most AI models lean on RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback based on humans' rate outputs, but humans are inconsistent. But Claude adds a second layer: RLAIF, reinforcement learning from AI feedback. And here's the twist. An oversight model critiques Claude's draft answers using the Constitution. It asks before answering, is this safe? Is it truthful? Is it the most helpful framing? Claude revises again and again until the response satisfies those rules. That self-audit routine isn't a bolt, it's trained into the weights. And the result? It has less hallucinations, compares to other AI systems, because the claims are pressure tested against honesty. It provides cleaner refusals because the harm is screened at the reasoning stage, and sharper execution on complex tasks because helpfulness isn't vague, it's a target function. Claude doesn't just speak, it reasons within boundaries by design, because this is how it is built. At its core, Claude is built on the same foundation as modern AI systems. It processes tokens, the pieces of language, and predicts what comes next. But that's only the surface. The Claude's real power comes from how it is structured. Think of it as a 5-layer intelligence engine. Layer 1. The token engine. A high-capacity transformer predicts the next token with ruthless efficiency. The raw language instinct. Layer 2. The constitutional critic. An oversight model scored drafts against the Constitution that based on safety, honesty, and helpfulness, steering revisions before words ever reach you. Layer 3. The tools and knowledge router. When the prompt demands facts or actions, it routes to retrieval code execution and connected tools. It then integrates verified results. Layer 4. The planner and context orchestrator. It structures tasks and manages long context and keeps constraints in view, so multi-step work stays coherent and on task. Layer 5. The output governor. It formats checks for policy compliance and calibrates tone for precise, safe, and usefulness. So 5 layers and 1 flow. Prediction for fluency, constitution for judgment, tools for truth, orchestration for scale, and governance for trust. That's why Claude doesn't just reply, It executes with intent within clear boundaries. Now what is Claude's greatest functional superpower? The context. While other models fade mid-conversation, Claude keeps the whole thread alive, up to 200,000 tokens. That's an entire product spec, a legal brief, a full code base, in active memory. The magic isn't just the size, it's the retrieval accuracy. Most models stumble in the middle, the dead zone, where details disappear. Claude's attention-weighting architecture evens the field, preserving 99% retrieval accuracy from start to middle and till the end. For us, that means continuity without hacks. Feed it a full mono-repo and Claude visualizes the entire architecture, identifying dependencies and logic flows in seconds, not in hours. It looks at the services, modules, and interface without losing the plot. You can paste a 200-page policy with instructions to find an important elements from the entire document, and it can pull clauses from page 3 or 173 with equal precision. You can feed long research threads and it synthesizes, not summarizes. It can connect the right paragraphs across the span. It doesn't just read more. It remembers evenly. It reasons across it. And it acts with the whole picture in view. So Claude can hold the whole story. But in a world of giants, who actually wins? ChatGPT versus Claude. ChatGPT is the versatile generalist voice. Claude is the artisan with cleaner codes. It is more human prose and with fewer hedges. When stakes are reasoning depth and tone, Claude leans in. When you need multimodal convenience, ChatGPT shines. Gemini versus Claude. Gemini is Google-scale multimodal. It processes massive 2 million token windows. It has a deep ecosystem. It has logic stress tests and zero-shot coding. Claude consistently lands the sharper answers, even though Gemini has the reach, but Claude brings the depth, even recall across long context to back it. DeepSeek versus Claude. DeepSeek is raw efficiency, a lean racing car that wins on cost to performance and safety, nuance and auditability. But Claude's constitutional layer is the safer enterprise bet if you choose by mission. But if you need frictionless multimodal, then choose ChatGPT or Gemini. But if you need long context reasoning, careful tone, and enterprise guardrails, Claude is the answer. If you need scrappy scale on a budget, DeepSeek is the right choice. In this multi-model era, context plus judgment wins. And that's where Claude is built to go the distance. Let's look at a real-life scenario. If you're a business owner with a 120-page contract and a dense financial report and the clock is ticking and deadline is approaching, what happens when you hand it to AI? With Claude, you don't slice or sequence. You drop the full stack in, every page, every footnote, and every cross-reference. Claude maps the entire system, and it will build a structured architecture of the document including entities, obligations, timelines, and dependencies. It will flag deep risks, like a pricing clause on page 1 that quietly contradicts a rebate term on page 110. Claude can propose actionable strategy, renegotiation points. It can also suggest control clauses to tighten the cash flow safeguards. It will not be done as a summary, but as a judgment across the whole context window. ChatGPT and Gemini can still get you the strong horsepower with multimodal inputs, fresh draft and live lookups only, but with larger documents, you end up doing the heavy lifting, chopping up sections, repeating your goals, and connecting the dots yourself to keep the needle in the haystack from slipping between parts. Same document, same task, but different outcomes. In high-stakes reading, Claude doesn't just process information. It understands the system and answers like a partner, not a parser. Another real-life example. You're an IT professional on deadline. You have a sprawling monorepo with thousands of lines, zero docs to fix the bugs and to boost the performance to ship today. With Claude, you upload the entire repository, everything. Claude reads it as a living system. Maps dependencies, call graphs for hidden logic flows for architectural debt, and it finds the root cause of the ghost bugs. With brittle edge cases and leaky abstractions, the race you didn't see. Then it proposes an optimized, scalable fixes, query plans, caching layers, and async boundaries, and it rewrites cleaner, more efficient code. With refactor modules, it reduces complexity and tightens the interfaces, then tests pass, and the CI goes green, dropping the latency. With other AI apps, you're still stepping through one file at a time, and you're the one stitching front-end database and rebuilding the architecture in your head to keep the whole picture intact. The reality, Claude doesn't just debug lines, it understands the entire architecture. For IT pros, this isn't an assistant, it's intelligent collaboration at scale. Now, if you build for scalable business such as healthcare or law or financial institutions, privacy is non-negotiable. You need systems that understand context without exposing sensitive data. You can now run your own private AI without any cloud dependency. It's a simple, two-part setup. Pick a professional interface like OpenWeb UI for your screen, and connect it to a local AI engine like Ollama to process your data. It's your own secure system, 100% under your control. Your data never leaves your firewall, and you have zero cloud dependency, and it works 100% offline. It is compliance ready and ideal for all business with privacy issues. Local AI brings enterprise-grade reasoning to secure, on-premises environments. No trade-offs on privacy control or performance. Now, here is the real game changer. You don't need a team of expensive developers or outside technical support to build this. Claude actually walks you through the entire setup. Think of it as having a senior systems architect working for you by your side. You simply ask Claude to help you configure your OpenWeb UI or set up your Ollama environment, and it provides the exact commands, step by step. It's the first AI that doesn't just explain the what, it handles the how, giving you the confidence to move your most sensitive healthcare or financial or IT data into a 100% private local fortress exactly on your own terms. In this new era, AI isn't a chatbot, it's a system solving problems and providing solutions. Wonderful. Claude operates as the cloud architect, reasoning, orchestrating and safeguarding with constitutional AI. It plans, audit and explains. Your local AI is your own engine room with Shopbit which is both private and compliant, fully under your control. Your data never leaves. You own the keys, you own the logs, you own the footprint. Together they're the handshake. Claude designs and guides to build local AI and private GPT and run it locally, air-gapped if you need it, and fully reproducible when you scale further in future. For owners it means lower risk, faster delivery, and clear ROI. For IT professionals, it versions stacks and editable pipelines with zero trust by default. If you like the video, please subscribe and hit the bell for the next deep dive. Drop a comment with your use case. This is the systems blueprint. Build smarter, build safer. See you again in the next decoding episode.